Hello everybody, welcome to Beer Reviews. We're moving on to our next one at the little tasting session at Matt's house. We have, yeah, it's a huge tasting session. This is one I bought in Copenhagen in Denmark, one of the only places you can buy this outside of Indiana. To be honest, this is 3 Floyds Behemoth. This is a barley wine, clocking in at 10.5%, I believe.
10.5.
10.5. It's not normal, it says on the bottle. It's not normal. And I'm sure it isn't. There she is. Isn't she wonderful? Enter Miss Behemoth, a bold, beautiful and assertive barley wine style ale that will leave you desiring more. So, if you don't know about Three Floyds, because they only really distribute in the very small area around the brewery, they were very well desired. Zombie Dust, which I've had, fantastic. Alpha King, again, I've had, fantastic. Behemoth, I've seen several bottles around in Amsterdam, weirdly enough. I saw a few bottles of this, completely different label, not that picture of a chunky lady.
This one's 2014 vintage.
2014 vintage, yeah, it was
the blue wax.
Fresh as day when I bought it at Mickle and Friends. The owner, I want to say Stefan, said it's going to be more like a double IPA than you realise it's going to be. What we have here, Matthew, is... What colour is it?
We're drinking this out of a snifter, but it looked very kind of blonde, light orange maybe, but in the glass it looks deep orange, maybe slightly brown, red.
Yeah. Well, when we were pouring this into a glass, it looked
it's
really
very blonde,
clear.
yeah.
Very blonde, but as you can just about see in my palm, it's got a lot darker and deeper. Do you say hello, puppy?
A blonde barley wine.
That's really, honestly, you're playing up to the camera now.
Oh, Mia, stop it.
But it was a lot. When pouring out, we both kind of genuinely went, "My God, that's really bright, really bright for a barley wine." And if we were in a smaller glass, it would look it. Lacing really well as well. Like already where the head's gone down, you can see laces. If I hold the glass sideways, it looks brilliant. So, should we give a good nose to it?
Yep.
Chin chin.
Hops.
Yeah.
Grapefruit, yeah.
I will not lie, we had a sniff before we did a review, and I was like, grapefruit, floral.
Yeah.
There
is
is like
very hoppy barley wine.
Very hoppy.
And like I said, it's got that rye-like spice character to it.
Yeah, like this is peppery, grassy floral. If you were to tell me you dry hopped it with like really pungent English style hops, I might agree.
Yeah,
Noble hop, SARS perhaps, yeah, I'd agree. It doesn't smell alcoholic. It doesn't smell boozy.
Actually, that's very clean. Yeah, it's very clean. Yeah,
very clean. It doesn't smell barley wine. Like if you had any other barley wine in the world, I would say you could smell booze and something to it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a maltiness as well, but it's
sweet malt.
Predominantly like just hops. Oh. Nice, great. It's very kind of Chinook-like, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Oh, you could smell it for an age, couldn't you? You could smell it for a day and a half. Oh, heck, let's get in there, shall we?
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Ooh.
Oh man, that is
oh,
a nice
that's good.
Wine.
Is that not? That's really good.
Wow, that's up there with some of the best barley wines that I've ever had. Anyway.
Right, to iterate what I'm getting every flavour from a barley wine. The sweet, the boozy, the unctuous, juicy sweetness.
It's a clean boozy though, yeah.
Yeah. And hoppy. Where did I get that from?
Yeah, it's.
I've not reviewed it, but I have had it. Yeah,
it's fairly similar. I think it's actually hoppier, and the mouthfeel. I actually do. I'm not sure if they use rye, but I get like a really quite nice, almost thick.
It's not oily. It's not oatmeal oil.
It's not oil. Perhaps like a spicy rye, maybe, but carbonation's spot on. You get the malts, like you said, the booze is there. You can taste it, but it's very clean. It just
clean.
Works.
It's not. It's the sweetness of the booze. It's not the.
That's right. Yeah, it's not the heat. The burn.
It's not the hurt. It's not the heat. Oh.
Yeah, even even what you can taste a bit of the heat when it
Like
finishes,
a
but
little
it's
bit
just
aniseed or licorice from just maybe from the alcohol.
it's,
Oh, it's
it's
so
a,
full of
it's a
flavour.
little bit bitter, like a hoppy bitterness. It's got a nice body to it as well. I'd say medium, maybe medium full.
Yeah, yeah.
It's there.
It's on the chunky side of medium, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
not. It's not in the sweet, viscous
it's not too.
level that others are.
It's drinkable as well.
Yeah, and I genuinely mean it. If you pops this, and I had Maharaja just recently, which is a 10 point something Imperial IPA. This and Maharaja are very similar, but Maharaja's had it fresher and had it yeah, had it fresher and it had more hot punch. But if you marketed this, I think if you marketed Behemoth as a double IPA, it would just fall short because the hops just
Yeah,
aren't pungent enough, and there's a little bit more sweetness and more malt, and more complexity.
it's got that complexity flavour. I don't know if it says whether it contains rye, but I definitely get that rye note in there, and it just really brings it to life. I think that spicy, maybe even noble hop character. It just look at the artwork on the bottle as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's
the
you know,
artwork's
Three
really
Floyds
good.
have got cool artwork, and that I was saying to Matt, I seen again this in Amsterdam. They had a really simple artwork, really plain black. It just said Behemoth in black on it with the year on the side of it. But this is like more Three Floyds. They have funky artwork. They have interesting bottles and interesting artwork, and this suits them the more than what I've seen previously. Um, Bloody hell, this is good.
It's good, yeah. And as much as I like aging barley wines and malty beers, I don't think this is going to get any better with age because it is just so hop forward.
And I agree. Its hop forwardness is its interesting note. If it ages and that caramel comes through, it becomes more normal for a barley wine. But because it is hop forward and bitter, and it has hoppy notes and this grassy floral note, and it has this sweet caramel with a little bit of aniseed and licorice, it just elevates it. And I'm so glad I had it fresh, and I'm so glad I think it's Stefan and Mikola said to me, like, get it, and it tastes more like a double IPA than it does a barley wine. And I'm very glad it's wax top, so it wouldn't have oxidized as much as many others, but it still would have developed. And I'm so glad I had it this relatively 6 months max for old, you know.
Yeah. I definitely think I'm not sure how hop forward it was when it was fresh, but if that's anything to go by, then it'd have been superb fresh. Maybe just knocking onto the double IPA kind of.
Straight out of the fermenter, straight into a bottle. I reckon it would have been it'd have been almost like an English style double IPA, but with hops still being the focus.
To be,
an American take on an English IPA. Should we put it that way? Yeah,
it's definitely a barley wine, and it's got so much flavour. The complexity of flavour you get, and it's all hop forward, or pretty much all hop forward. Little to no yeast esters or nothing noticeable
Clean.
Out of the ordinary.
Hops.
You get the malt in there, nice
Citrus.
Backbone. I think there is
citrus
some
and
rye or
pine.
something in there because you can taste it. It's got that spice, unless there's a lot of noble hops in there. But drinkability, it's just got the lot. I'm very impressed with this one.
Yeah, same. Personally for me, and I love sour beers, this is probably the beer of the night, and it was unexpectedly so, because boozy, sweet barley wines we've all had, we've all tried, but this is just... and we've got two to go, yeah.
Two stouts.
Yeah, two stouts, two imperial stouts to go next, one being very interesting.
And another barley wine as well.
And another barley wine as well. This is the so far beer of the night. This is probably going to go, for my scale, 9.5. It's just, holy Christ! It's like, whoa, that's like, it's just brilliant. And Three Floyds do it time and time again. I had the saison at a friend's house, and it was a saison. and it was just like, yeah, it's good. But everything else I've ever had by Three Floyds has been like just the pinnacle of the example of the style. This being one of them. Great for me, 9.5. Just so full of flavour, so hoppy but so sweet. And how the hell did they get massive malty sweet notes and so much hops in the same beer? Because I can't do that. I do it in a homebrew scale and I get a muddy mess of nothingness. But it's great. I love it.
Right, rating. I'm going to go straight 95. I think it's got the complexity. It's got the flavour. It's all there. I think maybe barrel aging would improve it a little bit. I was going to go 96, but if you look at beers like Firestone Walker 17 that I had not long back, you know, the barrel age character really brought it to life. A little bit more ABV, a little bit more concentrated. But for a standard barley wine, I don't think you can go wrong. So 95, yeah.
Brilliant. So there you go. We've both given great reviews, both in the 9.5 region. Really, it's stonking. This it's best beer of the night thus far.
Agree, yeah.
Thus far,
we've still got 3 more to go.
3 more to go. That should be crazy good as well. So there you go. Please like, favourite, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of Behemoth, the Three Floyds barley wine. Until next beer review. Chin chin.
Cheers.
Cheers.